So again, he set, as he stated, he set a clock up there.
A clock there. The heavens declare Yahweh's his handiwork.
That's what David said.
What David said.
The prophet David.
That's what prophet is. So now, what we need to do is, the question is then again, what time is it? Right? I mean, so then what time is it? All right? And Yahweh does have a calendar. So what is his calendar? We know his calendar has been revealed to us in the book of Leviticus. He revealed it to his people in Leviticus chapter 23. Okay, and this is talking about the feast of Yahweh. The feast of Yahweh. The feast of Yahweh, it reveals Yahweh's plan.
Clear as day.
In detail. And it must be fulfilled to the very day, hour, minute, even moment. Okay? So let's look at Yahweh's appointments or his feast days. Leviticus 23 says, Yahweh spoke to Moshe saying, speak to the children of Israel.
To who?
Speak to the children of Israel and say unto them concerning the feast of Yah, which you shall proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts.
What do you say? These are the Jew feast?
No, these are right. He said these are my feasts.
No, it said I thought you said that the feast that belonged to the Jews.
And Yahweh spake unto Moshe saying, speak unto the children of Israel. Don't not just speak to the Jews. He says speak to the children of Israel. And you know Israel, by the way.
Let's establish it.
You know he had 12 sons, right?
Yeah. Plus Ephraim and Manasseh.
Plus Ephraim and Manasseh.
Hebrew boys.
Right.
With
and
that Hamite mama.
Yeah, even Judah's kids had Hamite mama.
That's right. A Canaanite mama. What was her name? Tamar. You find it in Messiah's genealogy. You know them when they talk about them cursed Canaanites. Better watch who you're cursing. He's cursing the whole line of Judah
and the whole line of Israel, because where in the world did the Hebrew Israelites get their wives from? They went down to Shechem, right? Remember Shechem? They took wives. They lived in the land of Canaan. We think their wives came from.
Down there getting busy. It's getting busy so bad, y'all had to cut some of them off. Huh?
So listen, so these are Yahweh's. He said, Yahweh speak to Moshe saying, speak to the children of Israel and say to them concerning the feast of Yahweh. These are his feasts. And by the way, the word feast in Hebrew, that word is moed. Moed. And what it means is appointment on appointed time. So wherever you see the word feast said in your scriptures, I want you to take a pen or pencil, and I want you to write the word appointment. Okay? Now, you know what you do at appointment. What is an appointment?
That is a set time.
It's a set time whereby what? What do you do?
You meet.
You meet. It's an appointment. It's a calendar. What is the purpose of a calendar?
To keep track of time.
To keep track of appointments.
For all your appointments.
For all of your appointments. Okay? So, he says, speak to the children of Israel concerning the appointments of Yahweh. So Yahweh got appointments, right?
Yes, he do.
Look what he says. Which you shall proclaim. Proclaim means to make known, right? You shall make known to be, the word holy in Hebrew is what?
Set apart.
Right. The word kodesh, it means to be set apart.
For the use of the Creator.
And his use only. And the word convocation is the word mikra. And what it means is rehearsals. Okay? It means rehearsals. So if we put this back in, if we replace the words with the Hebrew meaning
correctly,
it would say, and Yahweh spake unto Moshe saying, speak to the Israel, okay, all 14 of them, and say to them concerning the appointments of Yahweh, which you shall make known to be set apart rehearsals, even these are my appointments. So now if he's got an appointment for rehearsals, the question is, what in the world are they rehearsing in? Because what is a rehearsal? What's the definition of rehearsal?
It is a prelude to the finale.
Give me a simple definition.
A rehearsal is practice for the real deal.
It's a practice for what? A future event, right?
Right.
You ever been to a wedding rehearsal?
Yes.
You ever been to, shit, it's sad to say, choir practice or rehearsal?
Hey, pastor, get mad. You don't show up at his rehearsal.
You get upset.
You out the choir for 2 weeks. Sit you down 2 weeks.
So, rehearsals are future events that's going to take place. And you rehearse so that you can get it right. So that you can be, it's for perfection. So Yah is giving Israel appointments. Okay? And listen, here are the appointments. The first one is what? 6 days shall what? Work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest, a set apart rehearsal.
Now, you know what that sounds like, man?
What?
That sounds like the fourth commandment.
Yes.
Which is in the Torah, the law.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it set apart. 6 days shall you labor and do all your work, but the seventh day, the Sabbath of Yahweh, your mighty one.
You know what? Can we just go to Genesis 2 for a second?
Genesis 2.
Because some people say the Sabbath is on day 1. Now, you know we love to quote, "Let Yahweh be true and every other man a liar," right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's get right. Let's quote. Let's see what Yahweh said.
Okay.
Well, what you got?
Genesis chapter 2. You
Genesis chapter 2,
verse 1.
starting there.
Thus the heavens and earth were finished, and all the hosts of them. And on the seventh day, Elohim.
Which day?
The seventh day.
The first day.
The seventh day.
Okay.
So on the seventh day, Elohim ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made.
And
And Elohim blessed the seventh day and set it apart, because the in it he had rested from all his work which Elohim created and made.
The seventh, 5 and 2.
The seventh.
The seventh day.
Right.
Okay.
So the Sabbath is not like an idea or a concept. It's a day.
It's a literal day.
And it's and the days come in a literal order.
Right.
So that 2 can never be 5, and 5 can never be 4.
Tuesday
and
can
7 can never be 1.
Tuesday
right?
can never be Saturday.
Never. Right?
So the Shabbat can never be the first day of the week,
Which is Sunday.
which is Sunday, the day that
The venerable day of the sun.
to go worship the sun. Constantine's one of his set apart days, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Google that. Constantine.
So we see here in Leviticus 23 that the first appointment that Yah gave to his people, again, this recorded in Leviticus 23. This appointment was the Sabbath. So, and it's a rehearsal that said, it said again, 6 days, verse 3, 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest, a set apart rehearsal. You shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of rest of Yah in all your dwellings. So what are we rehearsing then? If this is a rehearsal, what are we rehearsing on the seventh day? What is the seventh day a picture of?
Well, we read that earlier. It's a picture of the Millennium Kingdom.
Yeah.
Of the seventh day.
The seventh day. The reign,
or the 7,000th year.
or the 7,000 year.
The reign of the Messiah right here on earth.
Now, if you notice, on the seventh day, we just read, what did Yahweh do on the seventh day? He what? He rested, right? Well, what's going to happen in the millennial Sabbath? What's going to take place? The earth is going to what?
Rest.
There'll be a rest from what? The rest is going to be from what?
Sin.
Sin.
Everything
that sin has produced, right?
Right.
Death, right? Wars, famines, diseases, and hunger and everything else, right?
Right.
Those things will almost cease. You see, there's still going to be men that are going to try Yah in the millennial kingdom. But guess what? Sin will be dealt with right away.
Scripture say you're going to rule with an iron rod.
With an iron rod. Okay?
Iron rod don't bend.
And so therefore, sin will be curtailed greatly, drastically, because men know that Yah's eye is on them. So therefore, they will behave themselves. for
Right,
1,000 years
right.
or a day.